Citroën has a reputation for quirky, characterful cars, and I mean that in the best possible way. But the problem with that individuality is that it limits the appeal of the car in a conservative market which is dominated by conventional cars. Enter the Citroën C4 Picasso, a people carrier that mixes practicality and style in an overall attractive package. Citroën's upstream approach has not always earned it commercial success. The brand is still considered left of centre, which may attract admiration but can also alienate more conservative motorists. The South African market remains suspicious of anything that strays too far from the conventional. When you're spending a considerable slice of your disposable income on mobility, that's probably understandable. The problem with compact crossovers is that the focus is generally on maximum space utilization with a manageable footprint, and what you end up with then is a box on wheels. But the C4 Picasso is quite different. It has a streamlined shape, generous glass areas, and an overall attractive presence with some sporty flair as well. There's nothing quirky here, just a shape that appeals from every angle. For once, the proportions are just right, while the attention to design detail is impressive. The slim grille, capped at either end by daytime running light strips, identifies the C4 Picasso as a Citroën, while the bright work of the side windows adds a distinctive touch. Most of all, this is an MPV that underplays its practical capabilities. If the exterior of the C4 Picasso is handsome, then it's the interior that is truly stylish and very different too, with an almost total absence of normal switchgear. What you do have is two colour screens, one taking the place of the normally analog instruments, with a configurable setup that allows you to put the information you like most in that position. And then you have this second display which acts as the control interface with most of the vehicle systems. Quite a luxurious and very open and spacious feel. The two-tone treatment won't be to everybody's taste, but the seat's very comfortable. They're even heated and offer a massage function. And most of the key controls, in fact, here on the multifunction steering wheel, I have to say it really is both functionally and aesthetically a very, very effective design. The C4 Picasso doesn't lose sight of its compact MPV functionality. The rear bench seat is split into 3 individual seats, each of which can be adjusted or folded flat. Even with the rear seats upright, there's 630 litres of loading space under the parcel shelf. Fold all those seats flat and the cargo volume increases to a massive 1,851 litres, huge by compact MPV standards. The C4 Picasso is powered by a 1.6-litre turbo diesel engine, which comes as a bit of a surprise considering that it is fairly swift in dynamic terms. Power output 85 kilowatts, maximum torque an impressive 275 newton meters, and a 6-speed manual gearbox driving the front wheels. Admittedly, there's a bit of initial lag at the bottom end of the rev range, but you soon learn to balance clutch action and engine revs for a clean, unencumbered pull-away. Also, you'll need to gear down on steep uphills or when heavily laden to keep the engine in the power band's sweet spot. Despite the C4 Picasso's relatively small engine and its modest power-to-weight ratio of 65 kilowatt per tonne, it always feels nippier than expected. The 0 to 100 time in the 11-second bracket, top speed over 180 kilometers an hour. And despite the fact that it has a little bit of initial lag, it is quite tractable and it cruises easily at the legal limit. A 700-kilometre trip to Mpumalanga using the cruise control and travelling 2 up with luggage saw the Citroën return a consumption figure of 6.3 litres per 100 kilometres, which is well off the official claim of 4.5, but still pretty frugal. The suspension's focus is on comfort and the electrically assisted steering lacks heft, but the car feels confident and retains that composure when hurried through curves and sweeps. Most people movers place the emphasis firmly on practicality rather than aesthetic appeal, but the C4 Picasso is quite different. It offers sharp design, innovative ergonomics, spacious accommodation and swift dynamics, and the result is a car that has both lifestyle appeal and family practicality. Add comprehensive features to the list and value becomes part of the equation as well. Striking styling, an attractive and versatile interior and nippy performance should all count in the C4 Picasso's favour. There's also the good economy to consider, but consumers remain wary of the brand and those attractive options are way too expensive.